Happy Thursday and welcome to On the Move with Nan and Ashlee. Cam is on vacation just soaking up that, North Myrtle Beach sun. So she is not here this week. And we're very excited to be joined by Emmy Richards and Kelly Franke, who work for the Town of Ashland. And they're here because obviously it's Ashland Half and 5K season. So we are getting ready for that. If you all could just let us know your official titles, that would be great. But also, how long have you both worked and lived in Ashland yourselves?
Yeah, so I'm Emmy. I'm the Parks and Recreation Manager. I have been with the town for 3.5 years. I live in Henrico, just outside of the town of Ashland, but I'm originally from Georgia and got here by way of Utah. So I've been a little all over, but I absolutely love how quirky and unique the town is and being part of the community. And yeah, it's just been a dream job so far.
I'm Kelly, and I am with the Town of Ashland in marketing and events. I've been with the town for almost 2 years and have recently transitioned over to marketing and events from economic development. So this has been really fun digging into and doing something different to support the town. I live in Hanover, but because we live a little bit out in the country, we've adopted Ashland as our town. So we call it going to town when we need to go to the Walmart or the grocery store or hit any big ticket items. So anyway, we love it here.
It's super
I
cute.
love Ashland.
Yeah, Ashlee is a big Ashland
we
fan.
live in Glen Allen, so we love going the back roads, coming up, on the backside of Ashland there. It's such a cute little town, so quaint, and driving the back roads to get there, like you feel like you're going really far away, and you almost do feel a world away when you're like with how small it is compared to Richmond. So fun.
Yeah, both Ashlee used to live more in Lakeside, and that's where I live. And also, both of our husbands were frequent bikers to Ashland. They love that's such an easy area to get to from right here in the north side. That it's just such a fun route to have. Tell us a little bit about what you both do, just so everybody knows on the daily.
Oh, on the daily, that changes. So being in a
We
small
feel that.
town, yeah, being in a small town, we have the unique opportunity of both wearing a lot of hats. I would say, when you get to bigger counties or cities, usually a Parks and Recreation department has multiple staff. Here, I'm a staff of one and Kelly, in her support capacity, and some part-time seasonal staff because we do have an outdoor pool. So, a normal day for me is also seasonal. In the summer, we're just going 100 miles a minute between our outdoor pool and our recreation programs. We have great partnerships with our different organizations in town and in the county to run rec programs. I manage about 5 parks and multiple trails, including the Fall Line Trail, which we're excited to work closely with sports backers and our regional partners on bringing that to fruition in the near future. So it's kind of twofold. We've got the park side, which is, maintaining and operating our parks and green spaces. And then we've got the recreation side, which is all the fun stuff that you get to do in the parks. And I like to think I'm keeping the ball rolling and the glue that kind of holds it all together so everybody else gets to go out and have some fun.
That's awesome. We had a staff outing a couple of weeks ago where we walked the Fall Line Trail and we ended and then picnicked by the Carter Park pool. And that place is a gym. Like I wanted to go in my clothes. I didn't get enough people willing to do that, so we didn't. But it was a really hot day and that pool was very enticing.
There were 2 people on staff that brought their bathing suits, and then Ashlee was one of them, and I was mad that no one informed me because it was during the heat wave, and I was like, we just went on this walk. I love a pool. I was like, why did you not send an email and say everyone bring your bathing suit?
Right.
So we gotta go back.
Shameless plug. It's open to the public, and you don't need a membership, and you don't have to be an Ashland resident to come use it. We sell day passes, and you can buy a membership, but it's open to anybody. So 7 days a week over the summer, Memorial Day to Labor Day, you should have gone to the pool and checked out our big swirly slide. That's the fun part of the slide.
And Kelly, what does your day-to-day look like?
Again, a lot. It really just kind of depends on the day. I am fortunate enough to get to support Parks and Recreation in the capacity that I'm in. And then also I lead tourism within the town of Ashland. So it's exciting because those two really overlap in that way, because Emmy does such a great job of keeping the parks and keeping them up to date, to even have the community pool that we have. And so not only are we encouraging people from Ashland to come out here and use it, but we're encouraging people from all over, whether it is you want to just stop in for the day for a pass, or you want to get a pool membership and maybe you are outside of, you're in Glen Allen or in another part of Hanover. So I also run the social media for the town and just get to share all of the things that we're doing here, the feel good things, as well as community engagement. And then also whether it's town information, town council changes that are being made, or votes, or like just recently we've got there was a vote for the trailhead art for the Fall Line Trail. So that was exciting, being able to put that out there on social media and have and encouraging our followers and community to participate in a conversation.
That's really fun. It's fun anytime that you feel like you're interacting with the community, I feel like.
It is. And I saw the voting on the art. That was really cool. You guys are kind of leading the way right now with the fall line, like the fact that your section's already completed and you're starting to think about those next steps. It's really, really neat.
Yeah, I mean, we're just mile marker zero, the center of the universe, the
point of origin.
Our
Yeah.
section is already done, not to brag, but
Yeah, just trailblazers.
yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Very cool. You mentioned center of the universe. So why is Ashland the center of the universe?
Well, it has its origins in kind of being like the center of Hanover County, the center of the, and just like a kind of a central place. But I think center of the universe really equals like somewhere that you belong. For me, you've got a little bit of something for everybody. You've got something for outdoor enthusiasts. You've got something for train watchers, right? We're a big train town. We have Randolph-Macon College. We have very eclectic and unique shops and a vibrant art scene. So, I think that whatever you're into, Ashland has a little bit of that. And so it makes it a place where everybody is welcome. And we love to celebrate that big personality that we have, even though we're a small town. What do you think, Kelly?
I think absolutely nailed it. I love that there is something out there for everyone. And I think the center of the universe for us is it's just a feeling of community and a feeling of pride. And when people say that they are from Ashland, or they know Ashland, or that they went to visit Ashland, you can just see people's faces light up. Like they think it's we're a little bit of a celebrity small town. And when people even ask me, what do I get to do? What do you do for work? And I get to work for the town of Ashland. People think that I have the coolest job, and I do. So that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that is awesome. I have a friend who the last 2 years for her son's birthday party, he's a big train guy, and we have the invite has been to just come hang out in Ashland, have a picnic, and look at the tracks. Just wait. When you're not disappointed. I mean, there's one coming, like it feels like every 20-ish minutes, every 30 minutes, there's a train. Yeah. So it's his version of heaven.
Yeah, if you try to drive through town, it is definitely every 20 minutes or so.
Yeah, and if you're trying to get somewhere quickly, you're definitely going to get stopped.
More time to enjoy Ashland, though,
Exactly.
Not a bad thing. You answered this a little bit, but what makes Ashland kind of like a great place to live? What stands out about it to live and work? Or visit.
So I think Ashland's so great. Again, we talked about the community, but it's walkable. And I think that makes us just really unique. And at any point in time, I can walk across the street to the coffee shop or down and grab lunch. And I'm going to see somebody that I know. And chances are it's going to be more than just one. And I love that. Just the small town feel, but such big personality. And again, I think there's so much community pride here. People really love this town, and they love to be out and exploring, and they love to share it with others. And I think that that's what's really special.
Yeah, that's great.
I would definitely touch on that sense of community. And it's it, trickles down into the little things like, you might have that sense of community in a town council meeting, or somebody opening a new business and the number of people there for the ribbon cutting, or in the simple fact that, we have barely any litter in any of our parks because people pick up after themselves because they care about their spaces. So it's this really like wonderful sense of belonging and community pride, and people take care of their spaces, but they take care of each other. And I think in this day and age when everything can be so polarized, being able to find that unity and that inclusivity is really important. And that makes us just, I don't know, it's something I'm very proud of. And I think our community members feel that too.
Yeah, that's great. I
Yeah.
love that. I definitely think it was one of the first. This is actually Ashland Half and 5K. We didn't have the 5K at the time, but that was the first
Yeah.
sports backers event that I ever worked at. And I was at VCU. So really only had the impression of downtown, had not been to Ashland. And I remember being like, this is like I'm in like a whole other, I mean, universe, to use the center, but a whole other
right.
little universe. And I was like, what a like cute juxtaposition to like the city as well. That's like, it was just nice.
Yeah.
There was stuff going on still, but it was just such a different vibe. It was very fun.
Yeah, we get that as feedback every year from participants who are like, "Thank you so much. Like this took me out of the city to a place I hadn't been before or hadn't been in a while." And they're like, "And it was lovely." Like they're like, "We had the best experience."
That's great.
Yes.
So I think we have a community that really embraces outsiders, where you oftentimes will have these small town communities where they don't want other people to come in, or,
Yeah.
it's traffic or it's too crowded or things like that. And we feel really lucky that our community, our neighbors really welcome inviting others in, and sharing the town, and they want others to come in and see how beautiful and just how unique and charming this place is. So when we do have events, our neighbors are happy to host and support. So we're lucky that way.
Yeah, I would agree that you guys are definitely accommodating. We see that every year with the Ashland Half and Marathon. Like you guys take, I think the farmers market stayed open a half hour later last year to help accommodate the runners. So, what are some other things like that that runners could do to make a whole day out of them being in Ashland for the marathon or 5K, or the half marathon or 5K?
Yeah, well, you definitely hit on the farmers market. So our farmers market is open Saturdays, May through October, and it's right in our town hall lot, which is a very short walk, a nice cool down, you might say, from the race, where you can come get some carbs. We have great baked goods, so you can refuel, and then you can pick up some stuff to take home, whether it's some freshly cut flowers, some spices, or some really good produce, local produce. So all of our farmers market vendors are from a 30-mile radius of Ashland. So you're getting true local goods. If you are feeling, really hot and toasty from that run and you've got a little time to spare, you can head on down to the Carter Park pool. We'll be open at 10 a.m. You can
That's
come
a
in
great
and take
one.
a dip. Yeah, yeah. So that's a really great option. And if you're looking for, a little bit more of a walk, 13.1 miles was just not enough for you. You can add on another 0.3 by going across the tracks to our brand new Berkeleytown Heritage Park. This park opens this summer. It is an African American historical park telling the history of the Berkeleytown community, which was born out of segregation. So as you walk through the park, you get to learn about this thriving community called Berkeleytown, that had their own lodging, they had their own restaurants, they had their own school, they had their own barbershops, and the culture there. So there's really awesome interpretive signage, as well as some oral storytelling, through this very peaceful park. And it's, as I said, it's just across the tracks and just north of Randolph-Macon, an easy walk and a great way to kind of cool down and, maybe take a little picnic and enjoy it. What else do you think, Kelly?
Definitely check out Randolph-Macon, the campus. It's beautiful. The fountains will be open. There's always bright yellow Adirondack chairs that you can sit in. The campus is just absolutely gorgeous if you've never taken a little walk over there. If you decide you want to sit inside and relax for a little bit, you can catch a movie at the Ashland Theater, right on the right in the heart of downtown on England Street. Don't forget we have Secretariat for a photo op. And then again, we've got the train station, of course, the trains. We've got lots of local farm to table restaurants and places to grab a cocktail or mocktail and some snacks.
Yeah, that's great. You might need 2 days in Ashland
Oh,
to
yeah.
accomplish half of that.
Yeah.
Then you
Yeah.
can
It's a
stay at the
lot.
Henry Clay Inn right here in downtown at our local bed and breakfast.
That's awesome. I think last year I found myself at the Henry Clay Inn during the event. I grabbed a breakfast sandwich to refuel a little bit. And then post event, I went to the Ashland Pot Pie Company and had some like homemade Pop Tarts. They were fabulous. But there were a ton of runners still mingling around town wearing their medals. And it was cool because you could hear like the owner of Ashland Pot Pie was like congratulating them on their accomplishment and everything. It was really sweet. So.
Yeah, it's
and
always
you-
fun to see those runners flooding the streets afterwards with their medals going to a bunch of different places.
Yeah, and not just for our runners too. There's lots to do for our spectators. So, as somebody who used to run half marathons, I don't anymore, but I remember how bored my poor families would be, waiting for me to cross the finish line. So there's lots of fun stuff for them to do in the interim. Everything that we were talking about. If you've got littles, there's some great parks located right near downtown that have, so we have a skate park, a tot park. So some like, littler kid stuff, as well as a really cool climbing park, and then and then a community garden. So that's all at Puffer Belly right downtown. So it's a good place to let the little ones blow off some steam. So they'll let you recover afterwards, and, maybe they'll take a nap so you can take a nap.
Genius.
Awesome.
Lots of parents out there be thanking you for that. Well, you covered all the amenities that you can enjoy as a runner, but if you were really, trying to come back now that you've mentioned all these great things you can do, what are some other ways people can get active in Ashland or some other outdoor amenities that they can enjoy not on race day?
Well, as I said, we have our really extensive park system. So that Berkeleytown Heritage Park makes for a great day trip. I will say if you have runners in the greater Richmond region, the Amtrak train does come right to Richmond or right to Ashland. So that's a great opportunity to hop on the train, enjoy a nice train ride up, don't have to deal with traffic, get out, explore for the day, maybe go to our Origin brewery or grab a snack, grab a meal at one of our restaurants, and then, take the train back. You can come for a movie at our Ashland Theater or visit our museum. And then lots of really fun special events that we have throughout the year, like Train Day, Strawberry Fair, our 4th of July parade is like kind of quintessential Americana. And our Light Up the Tracks event in November, when we light up a mile-long section of Christmas lights down the tracks, and a big tree on our town hall lawn. So lots of amenities there. Obviously, the outdoor part of it with our parks and trails, the upcoming Fall Line Trail, opening that DeJarnett Park. If you're interested in fishing, we do have a stocked 1-acre pond.
I was going to say that one.
Yeah.
Come fishing.
Yeah, come fishing. Who knew you could fish in a 3-minute walk from downtown?
Yeah, that's great.
What else, Kelly?
I just think of the shopping. I think that there's just lots of unique spots. There's, local coffee shops, bakeries. We've got, again, the farm to table, which this is what we love. They partner with local farms, again, people that come from the farmers market. And we just opened a great little bird store where they're doing bird walks and bird watching, which is really awesome.
Really hot right now. People love a bird walk.
What is a bird
Yeah.
walk?
It's called Chirp, and it's right downtown. And they're doing some regular bird watching walks, which is, I think the last walk they identified 22 different birds. So how cool. Yeah. In DeJarnett Park. So they walked over to our park so you could bird watch and fish.
Sounds like something Nan would want to do. She did just install a bird house on our window down by our desks.
Yeah, I have one of the only windows right by my desk in the office, so I got one of those clear bird feeders. It was only a week-ish ago. We have yet to have any visitors. I did read I might have to have Chirp help me out if it doesn't work, but did read that it takes 2 to 3 weeks for your new visitors to feel safe. So just
Wow.
being patient with them.
Yeah, transition period.
Yeah, transition period, warming up. It's right next to the window, so a little dicey for them. I get it. But yeah, might have to roll up to chirp and see.
And Kelly, you mentioned the shopping. I love anytime I'm in Ashland, we walk to Caravati's. Like, I love going in there and checking out the architectural salvage. But they always have really cool stuff in there. And I saw that they're doing like a Bravo Bake Shop pop up in there occasionally.
Ooh.
I haven't been able to check that out yet, but hoping to add that to my list.
Yeah, they do some pop-ups, which is really fun in there. And Bravo is actually getting ready to open not too in the near distant or the near future, right on Route 1. So she'll have her own shop coming open. And then
That's
also
awesome.
some things I think that definitely people need to think about and consider is coming to a Randolph-Macon football game with it getting ready to be tailgate season, and the football games, the community, it's like just really small and homey, and you get to watch our sports teams. We're really fortunate to have every level of sports in men's and women's with Randolph-Macon have really excelled and been successful. So we love to go watch sports, baseball games, basketball games, softball, lacrosse, and football. And there's more, of course. And coming up soon, we're really, really excited to announce it's an arts and antiques passport program where we are partnering with 6 of our local stores. And they will, you have a little punch card, or you can check in with a QR code and you get some Ashland swag at the end. No purchase necessary, just a little, again, shameless plug for that. But we'll be launching that here shortly.
We have three proud Randolph-Macon alums here in the
do.
office. They go back frequently. They're there for a lot of games. So they're always spreading the yellow jacket love in this office.
It is so fun, and they do a lot of kids events. They have something called Buzz Buddies, which is really fun, and you can sign your kid up and get entrance, and they get to go down on the court and maybe shoot during halftime. And so it's just they do a really, really good job of incorporating the community into their events.
Yeah, that's awesome. That could just be everything in Ashland, it seems, is about community.
It is, yeah. And we have, we're really fortunate, while we are a small staff, like Kelly is basically leading a marketing and tourism department by herself. And I'm doing the same with Parks and Recreation. We do have a lot of great community partners. And so when we talk about Randolph-Macon and the museum and the library and, all these organizations, there's a lot of collaboration between programming and a lot of great, programs that they're hosting. So we do have an events calendar on our Visit Ashland website, which you can go into, and, you can see what's coming up this weekend, whether it's live music at, a Downtown Ashland Association 4th Friday event, or, a learning to knit, or
Center of the Yarniverse.
Center of the Yarniverse. If you're ever interested in learning how to do any like textile arts, or going to a story time at the Ashland Library, there's always a really healthy list of things to do for everybody, and that's a great resource at Visit Ashland va.gov.com. Okay. Visit ashlandva.com. And there you can also kind of come up with an itinerary of what you want to do, where you want to go, where you want to stay, see restaurants and different, places to eat and shop. So that's a great tool and resources.
Yeah. Well,
Which
thank
I'm
you
checking
both so
right now
much.
to make sure that the marathon's on there.
Oh, yeah.
We can send some photos your
We
way
can.
too. I'm happy to share those. They are beautiful.
Send
Awesome.
me
This
something.
is an event.
Yeah.
Those pictures are some of my favorite
Me
event photos.
too.
I always think they look
too.
so good. People are very smiley because they're having the best time in Ashland. So it's really one of my favorite events. It's really cute.
It is really a really great event, and the photos are so cool because there'll be a set of them that are against a cornfield backdrop, and then another one's with an Amtrak train going by you, and the conductor's like leaning out waving, and it's really neat, like the different scenes you get to run through. And there's always friendly neighbors out with their hoses helping to cool runners off. So really fun.
Yeah, August is always a scorcher, so I'm always impressed for those who are brave enough to get up and run during the heat. Good for you.
Yeah.
You know what? I always thought it was, I ran it one time that I didn't work it. I like working it a lot though. I never want to be taken off the schedule because it's really fun. But, and it was like a getaway. Like I know it was hot, but like you're so tired. A lot of our marathon training team does it and you're so tired of running the same routes. Like, I mean, I'm like, I see the same thing. So it was nice to do a race that felt local still, that was not like, oh, I had to get a hotel. I had to like, travel to it. I had to look up, you know, like where am I going to stay? What am I going to eat? Like all of that stuff. It was like getting out and doing a mini getaway, but it was 20 minutes down the road. So it was great. It was like the ease of parking and getting to packet pickup and all of that. It was, so while it was hot, I was like, wow, this is great. This is like, I'm getting a whole other race experience still in the Richmond area. Yeah. Love it. Highly recommend. We're going to move on to maybe the hardest part of your interview today, which is our this or that portion.
Okay, let me warm up.
We did keep it
Right.
Ashland themed. So we went Ashland themed today. So
Okay.
kick it off. We've got strong feelings.
I'll kick it off, but I'm gonna stick with Nan's original
Oh,
question.
you are?
For
Okay.
now. For
Okay.
now.
Then you
For
could
now.
ask maybe when they decide, see
Yeah.
if the other one
For
changes.
now. Okay. Corn or tomatoes?
Tomatoes.
Corn.
Ooh, which one do you
Hanover
prefer?
tomatoes.
I know.
I would pick tomatoes. For that
I
one.
love Hanover tomatoes, but love corn.
Corn on the cob all day. Sign me up. Grilled in the summer.
Yes. All of it.
But at the Ashland finish line, when you cross the finish line, you are handed Hanover tomatoes and peaches from the Hanover tomato or
Hanover vegetable farm.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
I get to go pick it up, so that's why I'm familiar.
If you had to pick one of those, tomatoes or peaches,
Peaches.
you get both.
I'm going
right?
peaches.
Peaches.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's another reason this is a popular one to work, is that man at the Hanover Vegetable Farm is so nice that he not only loads us up with all this produce, but then he's always like, what do you guys want? Do you want a watermelon? Do you want ears of corn? And I'm like, I walk away and I'm like, well, I have to have like a cookout now because I have so much produce.
There's that community spirit for you.
That's great.
Yep.
Okay. So the next one is another fan favorite in Ashland, Homemades by Suzanne's. That is our lunch stop when you're on setup crew out there for the Ashland Half and 5K. And that's part of the reason it's very lucrative to work this event. Are you picking quiche or pie if you can only have one?
Pie.
Okay. What do we have a favorite flavor for either of you from Homemades?
Pecan.
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 That's both of you saying that. I'm like, I haven't gotten their pecan. I might be missing out.
So as a staff, as a staff, everybody's birthday is celebrated. So you are assigned somebody's birthday and you bring in a sweet treat or, of their choice. And yours is always
Pecan pie.
But I get really excited when I see that Homemades for Suzanne's box coming in. I'm like, all right, it's like calories don't count today. Let's go.
No, not at all. That's the box lunches we got last time we were in Ashland as well.
I love that you've assigned each other like other staff members' birthdays. That's such a good way to do that.
We should do that.
We should
I
do
know.
that.
It's fun.
And you're not worried about anybody getting forgotten either.
Yeah.
And it's a lot for one person to keep up with. So
Yes.
that's a very good way to do it.
I like that.
Yeah.
We enjoy it. It's really good camaraderie building too.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. This one might be hard. And I might throw in a third option. We'll see.
You're wild.
Well, Ashland has so much.
Crazy guest host has no rules.
Train Day or Ashland Strawberry Fair? If you had to go to one.
What's the other one?
I was going to say Light Up the Tracks.
Light up the tracks.
See, you got to put that one in there.
I'm intrigued now.
I love all of our events, but I will say there is something about that waiting for to flip the switch on the giant 30-foot tree and all the lights come on and just that like holiday magic that you feel in this town and the energy and the, little kids doing their dance performances and, with sugar plum fairies. Like there's just that anticipation and energy before that. And then also as staff, when that light actually works and all the lights go on and you don't flip a switch and it's just dark. I think that feeling it kind of kicks off this holiday season in the best way.
I totally agree. It was pure magic. I feel like it is what Hallmark wants you to think their events are like.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's definitely very giving off very Hallmark vibes. And
Yeah.
we have such great businesses in town that we had one of our coffee shop, they were handing out cups of their homemade hot chocolate. And
I had some.
it's delicious. And they just really wanted to share in the celebration. So nobody had to purchase it, and they were just handing it out with cookies and hot chocolate to kids and families. And I just thought that was really cool.
It
Yeah.
was. It
That's
was so
holiday
sweet.
magic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also, you got to get the branded Ashland Santa hat. That's a coveted item in town. So
Do we know what the date is for Light Up the Tracks this year?
Let me look.
This was on the fly. I'm sorry.
yeah,
But
it's
I mean, I'm
usually
asking for
in-
myself as much as the people now.
yeah, it's just usually in November around Thanksgiving. So
Okay.
we kind of try to start that holiday magic early.
Me too.
So yeah, so you can be looking at it.
Personally.
God, I don't know that a date has
Okay.
been,
Around Thanksgiving, though.
Yeah.
I'll keep you posted.
Thank you. I appreciate
I
it.
guess, November 22nd.
Yeah, it's looking like November 22nd.
Okay.
That's what Google
Good to
says.
know. I have some friends with young kids that live out in Ashland, and I still clearly remember a picture she posted or a video of the kids like on the dad's shoulders waiting for it to light up. And I was like, this looks like a Hallmark movie, 100%.
It was perfect. It was so
Hallmark,
good.
call us. We're ready for our
Great.
moment.
We're ready. You want a backdrop for your next film?
Yeah.
We're in.
Honestly, yes.
Well, thank you both so much. This was great. And I am incredibly ready to go to Ashland now. Cameron and I are coming to film a reel, I think in the next couple weeks to just like show off some stuff. So I might have to email you guys again and make sure reference this podcast, but make sure we're hitting all the right spots. But thank you both. This was great.
Yeah, thank you for having us. And I'd love to show you even some secret spots around town if for your reels, and we can
Yes.
you can see some mural art, which is pretty cool.
We would
have
love
some
that. We'll definitely reach out to you before we come.
outstanding.
Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
y'all.
This was great. And looking forward to seeing all of our runners in just a few weeks now.
Yeah.
Yep. We'll be there August 23rd.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Too, Ashlee.
It was fun. This was a
love
great one
having
for
you.
me to sub in on. So,
Thanks.
thank you.
Thanks, everybody. See you next week. Bye.
Yeah,
Bye.